Hi everyone! I was debating whether I should make this video given it is mid-February, but mostly because I really don't have much to show. I uploaded a similar video a while back and nothing has really changed, but here we go. I love watching people's videos about what they're studying, and there's just so many ways of being in the Word. I've seen people write down the entire Bible. I've seen prayer Bibles, gratitude journals, prayer journals, and just so many different methods to study the Word. But even though I love watching all of that content, the reality is it doesn't really work for me. I usually have 1 hour during the day. I have 2 kids and I'm a stay-at-home mom. So I usually only have like an hour during the day, which I use for Bible studying and journaling, using different study materials such as the ESV Bible and this one. And then during the night, I will read my Bible and only highlight or write something down. Like occasionally if I read something that really, popped up for me, or like something that prompted me to look further into the passage. And then I'll just use like sticky notes and things like that. But I don't really journal in that Bible. I just for reading before bed, and just like reading without the pressure of having to journal. Basically, it's something that I enjoy. So this is my main Bible. This one right here. It's the ESV large print journaling Bible, which I use along the ESV study Bible. And this is where I will do all of the cutesy stuff, like the stickers, the handwriting, the tip-ins, all of that stuff. I'll do like a quick little flip through of some of the books I've studied. This is the book of Genesis. And then I've also done Exodus. And I think I also did Numbers. No, I did Leviticus. Haven't done Numbers yet. But yeah, I think I also did the book of Ruth recently, which is very, very fun. I've done Esther, and this was all during 2025. This year, I studied Ruth and I started Romans as well. Here I have the book of John, and I think I did Revelation as well. So I do this type of Bible journaling on this Bible. I recently started Romans. So I'll take notes from different study sources, like the ESV Bible. I also use this NIV application commentary. So it doesn't have the Bible, it's only commentary. And this one I really like. It's a little different compared to the ESV. It's more on like commentary on application, kind of like the Life Application Study Bible. So it's a little different. Like the material here is a little different than the ESV. But I kind of wanted to have this type of commentary compared to this one, the ESV, which is a little bit more, I'd say, academic maybe. I don't know how to describe it, but it's a little bit more study material. This one is more like application. After every passage, it will have like an application, original meaning and application. I also like to use the Bible Hub on my phone or on the computer if I'm sitting here at my desk to look for other commentaries from different scholars. And there's so many there that it's, for me, online, it's one of the best sources. And sometimes I do like to switch it up when I don't have enough time to study or journal in this one, the ESV. I will do some Bible studies. I have one from Daily Grace, and then I have this one from Alabaster. And these are usually shorter, like I can do them in a shorter amount of time. So I'll do one of these if I don't have enough time. And usually I will use my old She Reads Truth Bible, which is the first Bible I ever read cover to cover. And it had a lot of blank journaling space, as you can see. So I didn't want to retire it, so I've repurposed it for this. And then at nighttime, I have been following this 52-week Bible plan by Alabaster, which unfortunately it's taken me more than a year. I started January last year and I'm still on week 36. So yeah, I still have a few weeks left to go. That brings me to a point I wanted to make. Even though there's nothing wrong with this Bible study plan, I have realized that I don't enjoy following a specific plan within a specific time frame or a number of chapters per day, that type of plan. Something that I've noticed happen to me is that if I go to bed late, which I do sometimes, my son has soccer practice and just there's things going on during the day. Sometimes I'll go to bed late, and some of these readings are sometimes have 6 chapters or 7 chapters for one day. And what happens is if I go to bed late and I know I don't have enough time to read those 7 chapters or 6 chapters, I end up not reading anything at all because I know I won't have the time to finish. When instead, if I didn't have a plan, I would have just read a chapter or 2. So like, I don't know, in my mind, it makes Bible reading a bit more cumbersome. It makes it a chore, the fact that I have to read a specific amount of chapters. So for me, it all depends on where you're at in your journey. Because honestly, I don't think I would have read the Bible cover to cover without a Bible reading plan, such as this one, the first time around. But again, it's where I'm at in my journey right now. I would love to sit back and just read the word before bed without having to cross off a reading, if you know what I mean. So this is the one I use before bed. I just read it. I take some notes. But it's not a Bible where I'm going to be like journaling a lot. So I'll take little notes, I'll highlight. Doesn't have a lot of space, so I just write in the gutter or on the sides or wherever I can. Sometimes I'll use these clear sticky notes that I like for this Bible. This is actually a clear sticky note. But yeah, that's how I journal in this Bible. I don't write a lot, just little notes like this. I usually do like an introduction to each book of the Bible. Let me see if I can show you. So as you can see, I don't really have a lot of notes. They're usually small little notes like this. But I do like to add introductions to each book, just so I can have like the author, the date, the purpose, the setting. And yeah, whenever I want to write something about a passage that I read, I will use these, but it's not a lot of journaling. It's mostly just highlighting and making small notes. Even this type of reading, this type of Bible journaling isn't very efficient in terms of time. It does take a lot of time to be in this Bible because I want to make my notes a certain way, and the color coding and the fact that I have to go into my ESV study Bible. I do enjoy it, but someday when I'm done with this ESV journaling Bible, which I mean, it's not going to be anytime soon, I would like to try journaling and studying the word directly in a study Bible. I've seen some like video like content out there where people just use a study Bible and they just journal directly in it. They will use sticky notes and tip and paper to make their own notes. And I feel like it would be so much easier to just have one Bible with the study material in it to study the Bible in that sense. And also at some point when I'm done with this, let me move this out of here. Someday when I'm done with this, which I mean, it shouldn't take me that long, honestly, I would like to replace this Bible with another translation. I don't really like the NLT. Honestly, I usually read the ESV. I have the Christian Standard Bible, which I also enjoyed. I have also read through the King James from time to time, which I will reference only sometimes when I want to look for a more word for word reference. I will reference one of my Bibles that's KJV. But I have been using the NKJV on my Bible app, and I really enjoy that. So I might try that next time. I don't enjoy the NLT as much. I don't like that it's more thought for thought, and comparing it to some other translations, I don't love it. So yeah, when I'm done with this study, I would love to replace this with another translation and maybe even invest in a premium Bible. And then once I replace this, I would use that other translation for Bible reading before bed, and then maybe I can use this for church, for taking to church. Something that I wanted to talk about, I was watching a video of a lady on YouTube. I think her name is Libby. I can't remember her last name. I was watching a video of her talking about devotionals, and she was basically somewhat against devotionals, and I kind of agree with her. I really like this type of studying, just like using a study Bible and commentaries. It's not that I don't enjoy it. I really do. I love digging into the word and looking for commentaries and studying the word that way. But there's something about just reading the Bible without any extra resources that hits different. Just like reading a story without relying on someone else's opinion or commentary. It really helps us exercise our own discerning abilities, just sitting back and really trying to grasp what the reading is about and what it means for us. I think both methods are really important and helpful in our journey in studying the Word of God. Digging into the Word and getting some scholarly information, but also sitting back and let the Bible speak to us. So I'm a very minimalist person. What I'm doing right now feels okay to me. So yeah, just keep in mind, everybody's different. Everybody studies the word differently. Whatever works for you, I'm sure is perfectly fine. So that is it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video of, again, a very minimalist Bible studier. Is that a word? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if possible, please give me a like and subscribe. Thank you.